Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I thought it might be quite fun in this video to go through a few of my favourite secondhand treasures, as I like to call them, so objects that I've kind of found and collected along the way. So some of these are from vintage stores, antique stores, you know, others are not vintage, others I don't know, I found in random places. But I thought it might be quite fun to just go through a few of my favourites and just show you in this video. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this gorgeous vintage photo frame. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I haven't put a photo in it yet. Again, a lot of these are just sat waiting to have their moment, waiting to shine. And I don't know if anyone else does this, but I collect things and buy things like secondhand things when I see them. So even if I don't have a place for them, I always kind of buy them with the intention of one day I will think, oh, I really want that, and I'll already have it. So it's not very good. I mean, I'm not a hoarder or anything like that, but it's just when I see something like secondhand, kind of one of a kind, I just buy it and think, well, there's a place for it in my future somewhere, and when I finally have a place for it, I will thank my past self. Just imagine that propped up on a gorgeous area, which one day they will be the main character, but for now we've got them on hold. Next is this letter holder. Look at that. Again, this is like me all over. So although it's not really functional these days, I think I would display it just, I don't know, with a little piece of like a fake letter, add to the vibe. But if anyone wants to write me any letters, they would go in here. I mean, I kind of like the ideas of letters if I actually had anyone to write a letter to, but they are gorgeous. Look, see, I'm obsessed with anything kind of gold, ornate gorgeousness. I think this is like a, I'm trying to think, I think this is like a recreation, like a, what's the word, what's the, I can't think, like a more modern version of a, like, replicating an older piece. This isn't like totally old, this isn't totally vintage. I don't know, you know, how old it is, I don't know anything like that. If anyone knows, let me know. I don't think it's old though, I think it's relatively modern, and it's like a recreation of a vintage letter, but I don't know. If anyone knows, comment, tell me. No idea how I'm going to show you this, so I'm kind of like, this isn't working, but it's a Marilyn Monroe mirror from the 70s. I'm trying to like hold a cushion in front of it so you can kind of see it, because it's just like reflecting everything and it's not clear, but it's a mirror from the 70s with Marilyn Monroe's face in it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you get the idea. And when I have a place to display it, it will be proudly on the wall. But yeah, I'm a huge Marilyn girl. Anything Marilyn, vintage objects with Marilyn Monroe's face on, send them my way. I am, you know, if you have anything like that, let me know, because I'm always hunting. So even my car's name is Marilyn. Me and Marilyn are like this. We have just had a major tragedy occur. I've just broken my beloved swan. I've broken him. Lord, he's in pieces. And now it's all broken. I am going to fix it. I'm going to, you know, put it all back together again, but it's so sad to me. I'm going to try my best not to break anything else. Okay, so next up is this vintage hand-stitched like flapper woman piece of material in a frame. The glass is gone. I don't know if I'm gonna like keep it like that or replace the frame, you know, with the glass, but oh, my hair's on it, hold on. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, this is me, this is all me. Just look at that. That is gorgeous. The minute I saw that, I was like, well, this was from a vintage store. Like, again, I don't know how old it is. It might not be vintage. It might just be thrown in there. Beautiful. This actually is probably my favourite thing. There's dust everywhere now. This light. The light's missing though. When I found it, the lights, there was like a big disc. I think there's meant to be like a big disc on it, and it's gone, so I need to replace that. I think it's meant to be like a sun behind it almost, so she's like in front of the sun. When I move a piece, there's all like, yeah, So I need to find like a big disc light for it, really, for it to be complete. But this isn't like vintage. This is again like a recreation, because it says 1993, so it's from the 90s as far as I know, and it's kind of in kind of an old Art Deco, Art Nouveau style. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, this is probably one of my favorite pieces, if not my favorite. Again, this is very me, this is very my decor type. Look at that beauty, look at that beauty. Everything about this is absolutely perfect and beautiful to me. Look, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Ignore the flying particles. I've just been moving loads of stuff, so there's like dust from some of my older things that have just been sat, so there's bits of things flying around, so just ignore that. So next is something really quite interesting. So I found this vinyl record of Marlene Dietrich when she was in London at the Queen's Theatre in 1964, okay? But the interesting thing is, on the back, there is a signature, okay? So my first thought when I found this was obviously that it's like a print of a signature on an album. But when I looked closer, I saw that it was actually pen, like it was pen. So if you look, you can see the smudge of the pen somewhere, where you can see the smudge of the pen. So I looked into it. I kind of did a bit of research on sort of her signature. I watched a lot of like analysis videos of her signature, and it seems pretty accurate. I mean, I don't know, but it seems to be kind of spot on. I then looked at the type of pen. I kind of went off on a bit of a tangent. I looked at the types of pens that we used back then, you know, for, you know, that could have been used as an autograph. And it seemed to kind of fit the criteria. So I don't know. I'm living in the hope that this is an autograph. But if anyone can help me on this, let me know. And it isn't well, as far as I can see, it isn't a print, because there are smudge marks on the pen. But yeah, obviously I'm absolutely no expert on it, so I really don't know. I'd like to think it was, because that would be super cool. But if anyone does know anything about signatures, autographs, anything like that, have a look at that and comment what you think. Super interesting. But I just thought I'd add this in because it's kind of cool. Side note, but look what I just had arrive. Gorgeous clear quartz necklace. Also, excuse the hair situation, I literally ran to the mailbox to retrieve my crystals. I actually nearly forgot about one of my favourite pieces. I mean, I do say that about everything, but this is something. So this is my swan mirror. You can't really see it. Swan mirror, it's all in sections. I found that in a second-hand shop. It is Laura Ashley. So I did a bit of research and found it is Laura Ashley, and it has a Laura Ashley sticker on the very back when I looked. So yeah, it's not old or anything like that, but it's just another second-hand find, and that's going on my wall as soon as I've kind of arranged it. I'm doing like a bit of a gallery wall type thing, where I have sort of, you know what I mean. So I think that might be going on there, but I saw it and I just knew I needed it. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love anything with swans, and I'm so sad I broke my swan dish. But I'm going to fix that and update you. Here's another second-hand thing. This is not, as far as I know, vintage. This is literally just a cute little mirror, but I thought, why not add it in? It was just sitting there. It's just a second-hand, like handheld, cute heart mirror. Again, not vintage or anything like that, but second-hand and cute. Finally, something else. This is quite boring. It's just a glasses case. I just found it secondhand. I don't know what it is. Just cute little bedazzled glasses case for my glasses or my sunglasses, whatever. Not very interesting compared to the rest. I'm sure I do have lots more. I do have a lot more secondhand items, but I'm just trying to think where they are, because I just basically picked up the things that were in my view. I was looking around and I was like, oh, there we go, that. But I do have a lot more things, because I'm always buying secondhand objects. So I know that there are more somewhere. I think they may be like stored in boxes in my wardrobe somewhere. But yeah, so they're all the things that are kind of my favorites that were just sort of at hand. If you do enjoy this video, please like, subscribe and comment. Anyone know anything about the signature? Comment below, I'd be quite interested to know. Yeah, and also comment any specific video ideas you have. I've kind of got a list of ideas that I've been building, but if anyone has any specific requests, do let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.